What's poppin'? Don't forget to check out our shorts playlist covering some of the best One Piece theories. I promise they'll blow your mind. The link to that shorts playlist is in the top right corner of the screen. And for today's video, we'll be going over 5 popular theories on the anime and manga series One Piece. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turning on those post notifications keep you updated with every new drop. The first theory on this list is the destruction of the FISHMAN Island at the hands of pirate Monkey D. Luffy, a fate prophesied by Madame Charlie in episode 567 of One Piece. Charlie predicts that Luffy will bring ruin to FISHMAN Island, reluctantly doing so after succumbing to her curiosity. Charlie foresees the demolition of her home, which as a result raises everyone's fears. This fact is initially alarming, but when you think about it, it does make sense. Many of the islands the Straw Hats have set foot upon either end up physically destroyed like Alabasta or politically reconstructed from the ground up like Dressrosa. Take Drum Island as an example. When Wapol made his return to rebuild his kingdom, Luffy and his crew were there to stop him in his tracks. It gets even more interesting when you consider new information brought to light in chapter 1044, where Zunisha refers to Luffy as none other than Joy Boy. During FISHMAN Island, King Neptune's mentioned the ship Noah and its purpose, stating that it is a ship of promise with none other than Joy Boy himself. After the events leading to Luffy almost destroying the Noah, the Sea Kings question whether the ship is fixable before the appointed time. This fact leads us to believe that even after all this time, Noah still has a purpose in the current story. Oda loves referencing religions, with the Noah storyline bearing an uncanny resemblance to Noah's Ark in the Flood. We believe the destruction of FISHMAN Island will create the need for all its inhabitants to relocate to the surface, thus bridging the gap between humans and fishmen, with the Noah acting as the vessel to facilitate the process. Like I said earlier, this theory makes a lot of sense and seems more likely with each chapter. The next theory is that Enies Lobby is the remnant of the God Valley incident. As we know, the world government has orchestrated certain events over the past 700 or 800 years within the timeline, including events in the main storyline, some examples being the Alabasta and Ohara incidents. I could see the world government going this far, fooling the world into believing that God Valley disappeared entirely off the map to eliminate the historical records of the pirate XEBEC. This theory could very well be true, and I can see Imo and the Gorosei using God Valley disguised as the Enies Lobby as a symbol to discourage future and potential revolt against the world government. Speaking of XEBEC, a popular fan theory speculated he was prisoner, shown in both chapter 535 and episode 437 during Impel Down. Although debunked, this theory became popular due to a line said by one of the other inmates, stating he is either dead or being preserved for the future. This line seems very out of place, as Oda is not known for doing things for no reason or purpose in One Piece. And although he may not be Rocks, it will be interesting to see what plans Oda has in store for this character's storyline. I think this one is cool, and it would also be strange for Oda to focus on something like this during the middle of an arc where the main focus is on Luffy and his mission to rescue Ace. If this ended up being true, that would be crazy. So, Oda is known for the mini story arcs he adapts in certain chapter covers, my favorites being the Sky Island collection. In episode 193, we see Enno traveling to what we can assume is the moon after getting demolished by Luffy. Chapters 428 through 474 cover Enno's journey on the Arc Maxim to the moon, taking place after certain events on Sky Island. These chapters cover his arrival to what he calls Fairy Verth. In the final volume, he assembles his army consisting of the Automata, assuming and accepting his role as their leader. This situation is funny because of how serious Enno can be, as you can tell how annoying he finds those little guys. There are moments when we see what seems to be clues to the ancient weapon Uranus. Uranus is currently the only weapon not shown or referenced within the story to date, which I've always found to be very strange. I honestly think the world government owns this one to maintain its position as the sole authority in the One Piece world. There are many theorists out there that also believe that Enno will make his return to the main story somehow. I need more of Enno, and I would love to see him make a return. His Devil Fruit is honestly my favorite one in the show. Although I can see this one going either way, we will have to wait and see what unfolds. Next is the Three Souls theory, which states that Blackbeard's body harbors 3 separate souls, giving each of them the capacity to inhabit a different devil fruit. When first meeting Blackbeard, Luffy and Zoro quickly notice something alarming about him, commenting on the many auras they sense from him. Near the end of Marineford, Marco says something noteworthy, declaring that Blackbeard's biological makeup is unnatural, implying this is the reason for him seizing 2 devil fruits, the Yami Yami no Mi and the Gura Gura no Mi. Though this is creepy, it may be true, since at Enies Lobby, Lucci states something similar, explaining that if someone eats 2 devil fruits, then the devils in those fruits will negate each other, resulting in the body's explosion. Something fishy is going on with Blackbeard, especially considering how he attained his new ability. While at Marineford during the War of the Best, Whitebeard passed away during his desperate attempt to rescue one of his commanders, Portgasti Ace. He attempted to retrieve him from the clutches of the world government set on his execution. Blackbeard acquired Whitebeard's devil fruit through a method still unknown to this day. There seems to be a theme involving the number 3 concerning him as well, leading many to believe that he will end up with the 3rd devil fruit. His first fruit was the Yami Yami no Mi stolen from Thatch, and then the Gura Gura no Mi acquired from Whitebeard somehow. The 3rd fruit will likely be a zone fruit, probably Marco's Tori Tori no Mi, meaning he would have stolen a devil fruit from 3 of his past crewmates. Another similar theory is the triplet theory, stating that there are 3 different Blackbeards, all being siblings. Some readers have noticed that Blackbeard's teeth tend to switch around, along with his laugh and certain mannerisms every time he's shown. This fact leads us to believe that they're all different people. I don't believe this one too much, as I think someone would have more than likely noticed by now, especially within the Whitebeard crew. As a side note, although I may dislike Marshall D. Teach, I can't deny the incredible role he plays so well within the story. Finally, for the moment we've all been waiting for, this one is a theory that the entire community would agree is the best by far. This theory calls for the eventual restoration of the ancient kingdom, some call the D Kingdom. All we know so far about this kingdom is that they made up a common enemy to what the world government consists of today. This restoration will come about by the destruction of the Red Line, seen as the border dividing the entirety of the One Piece world. As a result of its removal, this would directly create the All Blue, known in One Piece as a mythical sea that connects the East, West, North, and South Blue along with the Grand Line. The fusion of all these seas would in turn make the world become One Piece. Professor Clover and the Ohara scholars conducted archaeological research deemed illegal by the world government. In his final words, the professor revealed to the Gorosei a hypothesis he came to after years of research on the 100-Year Void. Due to this discovery, the members of Gorosei decided the Island of Scholars learned too much. As a result, they ordered its demolition via Buster Call. Using the ancient weapons to bring the world government to its knees would once again spread the ideology of freedom. It's believed Luffy will bring about this unification through his access to 2 of the weapons. He will likely achieve this through Robin with their knowledge necessary for the revival of Pluton. Another way is through Frankie and his capabilities as a shipwright capable of reproducing their Pluton, and access to Shirahoshi, a reincarnation of the ancient weapon Poseidon. The Gorosei are a powerful group who have guided the hands of fate within the world of One Piece for quite some time, protecting the secret of the ancient kingdom by whatever means necessary, ensuring that no one reaches the final island known as Raftail. Well, that pretty much wraps up our video covering One Piece theories. Stay tuned for the next. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to check out our last one by clicking the link on the screen. And as always, it's never too late to like, comment, and subscribe to give us clues to some videos that would interest you guys.